Okay, another straight to YouTube this time. What do we got to get? About 2.5k to get back above that line. Just say hello to my stinkers. It looks like they're in a power hour and I am starting late, so don't know that I want the sound effects, so I might switch those off. Oh God. %20 hit. It's going to kick over. I'm going to play slightly left of that because it's going to kick over to the right hand side, but 12.
Great shot!
Not a great shot. I don't know Lime as a person, or Emil, but I don't know how they enjoy this game, because all they do, shades.
Perfect shot!
It's such a waste of a special ball. Right, it's -10 uphill here, so it's going to drop early. Okay. Now, there is that's mid 10.4. There's a funnel on the left of this hole. Oh.
Great shot!
But it's okay, I'm going to ruin that shot by hitting it great right. And not extending it through the hole.
Nice on!
Right, that sound is going off, it's going to do my head in. Oh. I don't know how people play with that sound on. Drives me up the wall. You're asking why I'm not streaming through Twitch with the camera on, but it's because I'm like an old man on my sofa with a blanket around me, pillows and everything. I've got myself a can of Brewdog Clockwork Tangerine Session IPA. Those of you that were on the stream last night will know I'm completely allergic to beer and I'm going to start sneezing any time now. Oh, one of my cats is singing. I don't know if that's coming through the mic. Oh, 25% on this, 30% of its tail. Okay, so I'm going to play this mid, which is a 13.3 pull, but it needs 6 back, and it does not need 13.3. Ah, great left. Terrible shot. It's tough this tough this SO though. Well, he's going to end up in the bunker, I think. Except he's hit great left and that might actually help him out. Nope. Win for me. Honestly, holes like this, it's about who does least shit. They're much more competitive off the middle tee. There's lots of shots to pin off the middle tee. Just over the chest, create a slot. And therein lies the proof that special balls don't win you the game. 10% on this one. Every now and again this hole will give you a send it wind. And it is worth it. You can get pretty close. That's not a send it wind though. Right, let's put my clients in the box there. So we're in the middle of a power hour at the minute. So what we do as a clan is, as many people, we schedule it in advance. We've had one for 9 o'clock tonight, and of course we've got guys in America, in Australia, and everywhere else. But everyone tries to come on at the same time, and for an hour hits it really hard. And we normally do, about 2.5, 3K in a PH. So it's worth it. 12.6. I'm going to go 7 top here. Uh, 11.2. I'm going to guess that gap at being 1.2. I'm just going to do a mid-wall curl, just to keep that off the rocks. So that was max plus 10 on that. It's going to stop at about 400 yards. 407. Okay. We've done good here, because this is a really tough shot. It's minus 15% in a headwind. So it's going to require a under adjustment because it's uphill, and then going to have to pull up a ring, because the ball's going to bounce. If you look where he's lined up with his yellow ring against the rough line there, where that's actually going to hit, unless he over adjusts it, is probably closer to where the bunker line is. Yeah, no, he's pulling up an extra ring. Decent shot, that. Oh, I'm going to get to play this at dead min, which is great. Right. So 6.7. Which is about there. Let's see how that goes. Oh, man, that was right at the hole and I just didn't run it through the hole enough. If I'd have pulled that up, maybe another ring. Okay, let's see what this is going to give us. Probably the same one again, yeah. Okay, so we're going to be shooting a cat here. We're going to play 30%. We're going to start at 9 yards. Well, that's quite a... It's more of a crosswind than a tail. It's still a tail, but I wouldn't start at 12 yards. And a great left here would be game over. God, he got close to the rough then. It's a nice shot. So 1-1. 9 yards. I've hit a great right as well. Too much backspin. Difficult to gauge that one. See if he wants another crack. Three, two, one. All right, he has a chance. Find somebody else. Oh, what are my challenges? Oh God. Get within 3 yards of a pin in a shootout. This is the problem with these season challenges. Just normal tour play, and I've completed all of them. Okay. Two different routes here. Left hand side is plus 15%, right hand side is plus 10. But you go right hand side in a headwind and left hand side in a tailwind. So I would normally pull a P4 ball out on this hole, but the wind's only 9.3, so everyone tries to curl this. There's just no need, just hit it straight. So 8.3 rings is plus 10. Just hit that straight. Look at that nestle itself nicely. Now, a couple of choices in this shot. This next shot. If you get a tailwind, you can go direct to green. You'll have to adjust and then push up again. Play a lot of backspin, a lot of right spin, and just sort of feed it down to the hole. Although you can use full backspin really, because it's on such a big slope that even if it stops on the green, it will then start rolling down to the hole. You can play off the fairway on the left hand side. You have to put massive amounts of curl on, add a bit of backspin, and it will ping itself onto the green if you miss the rough. Or you can play a rough bump over a bunker, which sounds scarier than it actually is. And I'd normally play the RB if I got a crosswind. So minus 10 here because it's playing uphill. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to play the rough bump. So 8.9. You've got to be careful not to massively OP this because you end up hitting it on a downslope. And doing that is exactly what I didn't want to do. So he's going to try the other approach, which I think is harder. Oh, he's got that wrong. Well, that's both of us. Okay. I mean, this is going to be a rapier shot, but it's going to be 30%, 40%. And it's one of those weird, although it's downhill, it's not necessarily, yeah, I mean, it's a minimum 30, 40%. So 12.2 at 30% would be 3.6. What I'm going to do is, rather than line it up and pull rings, I like to line it up and just watch what happens as I push. Okay, because that's like about 8 rings. Didn't want to hit great though. Ah, that was dumb. So he's got the same shot. He's got a free win here. He should just nail this. But great right, just idiocy. Yeah, he should be in here. See if he wants another one. So not going well so far. 1 win, 2 losses. All right. It's full of streaks till 12 though. The amount of times I'll have 7 or 8 games winning and then immediately lose 7 or 8 games. Now you can make the green in a tailwind on this one. Not in a headwind. Right. So play 5.5, which is too much really. I'm going to play mid, no elevation. It's normally plus 10, but I don't like pulling plus 10s when you're pulling into a rough area. Might not be enough power on that. Yeah, it's okay. So we've got a -5 shot. Sorry, +5 shot. This next one. Okay, 10.9. Let's just have a look at that. So I'm going to call that 30%. So I'm going to pull this 10.5. Great, right, can't it perfect tonight? Oh, it's going to go in anyway. Nice. It's a very accurate club, the B52, so I wasn't, I don't think I was far out on the adjustment. Maybe 25% slider rather than 30. Because there's only a very minor great right. And it drops centre hole, so it's probably 0.2, 0.3 off on the adjustment. My other two accounts I still use Grizzly. Grizzly 8 on Panic Sphere and Grizzly 9 on Sparty Clash. He's done the same. So he hit great left and put it in, I hit great right and put it in. Deserved. Love this hole. Give me a headwind. Alright, don't give me a tailwind. Okay. Tailwind hit. I'm going to play 13.7 rings. He's got a P4 ball. This is going to be a struggle. Now I'm going to play 2 right. Even if I had a KM here, I'd be playing 2 right. It's a strong left to right wind. Maybe just an inner wall curl. Just to nudge it towards the pin. But I'm going to play max plus 10 here. Even though it's only a mid club. Is that you, Clint? Just popped up on my... Oh, nice shot. So I'm going to play about 2.2. Okay, 11.5. Just an inner wall. Oh, come on. Just hit perfect for once. Oh, I've only beat him. Wow, that was bloody lucky. That's bloody lucky. I'm not playing him again. Right. Collect some of that. And having used the rapier, I can do that. That's easy. So I'll just fluke to win, having fluked an eagle. Can't honestly say that happens often. Cheers. Brabros. Whose idea for a name was that? Right. Okay. 11.9 here. So I'm going to guess the 1.9 to be about there. Hopefully that gets over. It may not. Okay, don't play that way then. Oh, so your boys wanted to start a YouTube account, they came up with Brabros. That was well thought out. Both my kids wanted to be famous YouTube people. But they're a bit like me in so far as they have no discernible talent. Do you know what? I should just play this safe, shouldn't I? .2. Hoping that'll be okay. Cool, yeah, only just made it over that rough bit. Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen here is I'm going to win the golf challenge of using the rapier, even if I lose the hole. He needs to hop this over. What are you doing? So he's playing uphill here, which means he's going to hit the ground earlier than he expects to. So I would be adjusting this and then pull it down. I mean, yeah, he'll probably make it over at full OP. Sliced it. Well, that was a poor decision. Okay, so I'm going to stick 20% on. Let's play EB school. So I reckon that's about 95%. And I don't think it's downhill. So I'm going to play 95% slider. 12.1. 12.5. I ran out of time. Hit perfect. Oh, just overpulled it. Maybe a 90% slider. Somewhere between the two is the truth. So where's my chat box? So Clint, that is your account. Yeah, it wasn't far off, was it? Do you use Embringer School method for your... Oh, he's only going to nail it. No, he's not. Clint, do you use Embringer School method with your wedge? Are you watching this on YouTube or on Omlet? %. What's 30? I play 20% and then actual slider distance. This is plus 15. Right. I am going to play this at plus 10 rather than plus 15. So 8.7, and I'm going to pull back half a ring. There's my 8.7, and I'm just going to come back half a ring. Mustn't underpower this. Okay, hopefully that'll be quite good. That'll do. Okay, so you slider plus 30. See, I haven't got Embringer 7. In fact, I think I've only just got Embringer 6. So, rapier all day long for me. Now, I wouldn't be at all surprised here if he ends up clipping that rough on the way through. Depends on what adjustment he's just played. Yeah, he's underpowering it, so that doesn't happen. But he's underpowering it, stopped it going up the hill. What do you mean, what the fuck? It was a bad shot. Sorry, mate. Right. Let's collect my rapier prize. Let's open my cheapest chest. Let's cue that one up. Clint, did you say you're watching on YouTube or Omlet? Right. It's a big win, this, but 15.8. It's 14.1. 5, 10. If you're asking me why I'm not that accurate on these sorts of shots, it's because this fairway is so wide. That I just don't need to be. I've just seen it in the clan chat, mate. Just stream in every session, Drew. It's all practice. Shruggy shoulders. Right, 15.9. Okay, so I'm going to let this run through the hole significantly. 15.9 mid, 19.6. It's probably going to be miles too fast. Wow, it dropped really, really left. Uh, 90 clients, by the way. 9 minutes left. What's my client's total this season? Coming up on 12k. I haven't actually been grinding that much, to be honest with you. I think half of that, 6k of that's come out of the tournament. The new price structure has made a massive difference. And for the first time, I got 2 accounts into Master Weekend. I normally end up sacrificing 2 accounts for 1, unless I play the accounts in expert, in which case they will get through. But with the tier 3 expert being such a bloodbath, you might as well just play master. I've never not made a weekend in tier 3 expert, but it's just more stressful, more brutal, and I've missed a couple of master weekends, but it's just a different level of gamesmanship, different level of player. They gave you 100 million for missing master with minus 27. How did you miss master with minus 27? Sparty had minus 27 and I got through. About 68th to be fair, but I got through. I remember you didn't get through now. I remember you were severely irked by that. Listen, another one next week, mate. I would have liked to have had all 3 accounts through. I mean, Panic Sphere was on the cusp, but it was my sacrifice account, so I only hit minus 26 with that. Then 2 minus 27s with Danny and Sparty, and then of course the weekend I hit 31.29. He's gone too high there, I think. I know, he might be alright. Too much top. I mean, really, you need to be making that hole within about 0.6, 0.7. So I'm going to play white ring on the left by the rough line, and you want to try and make this gap below your white ring the same as the gap on the right hand side. I'm going to go 2 right, and I'm going to go 3 top. Then I'm going to pull mid plus 10, which is 8.3. And just gently caress. Oh, great right. Shit. Well, hopefully that will run up. Yeah, it has. It's not going to come in at the speed his came in. So this should stop very close to the pin. Well, that's within a yard, I think. Yeah. It's not really an excuse for being over a yard away. It almost plateaus at that part. Okay. I know I shouldn't speed open chests, but honestly, as long as there's an epic card in every one, it's worth 20 gems, because you pay 100 gems for an epic card in the shop, and that's just for the first one. Second one's 120, third one's 140. Oh, Jewel. Thanks, mate. This guy, he's a good player. We've had a few good, decent battles. I can't help thinking his top makes him look like he's got man boobs. I know that's wrong and I shouldn't shame people, but look at it. Unless it's actually a girl, in which case now I feel a bit bad. What are you doing, Joel? I wondered for a minute where he was going with that. 120. I'm just using a Titan here. It's right though, Clint, isn't it? Have you seen? 15.8, so it's a big bit of wind. What I'm going to do, I want a 14.1 adjustment. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to go 5. I'm going to go 10. And I'm going to go 14.1. I'm going to whack that up on that up. And I'm going to do this. That'll do me. See how much further I went just having a Titan. Be funnier if his name was Jewel Sackage. With those man boobs. No, it's wrong. I shouldn't body shame people. I'm going to delete this off the stream. I didn't say that live. He's lost all his trophies. Just noticed he's at 5170. He's had a bit of a poor run of it by the looks of things. This looks good. I can't figure this elevation out. I say it every time I play it on this stream. I think it's 10%, but it doesn't play like 10%. If I aim this at the hole, I'm going to come 1 square wide. Right, 12.5, mid, 9.2. That's with 10%. I've just had a tiny touch of OP there because I'm into the wind, but see, that's me offsetting by a square. I still miss left. If I try and play it at 15%, it doesn't work. It does almost look uphill. Yeah, I agree. It's really strange, but it's definitely downhill. As you saw, I played 10% then and still went left, so it's still under adjusted. If I'd have played 15%, it would have gone a long way right. So I think it's somewhere between the two. So I wonder if I should take 5% off on the slider and stick 5%. What would happen if I did that? So 15% would have been 10.2. %, would have been 9.6. This is 20%. Sorry, that was my alarm going off. I started to nod off on the sofa, so I set an alarm for 9 o'clock in case I fell asleep. I was watching Deadpool 2. I've not seen it, but it's not a film that captivates me so much that I wasn't about to fall asleep on the sofa. It's my age. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's 10% and a bit of offset, or maybe just a bit of curl. Oh, he's hit that great left. Oh, it's done him a favour. Well, my job here is to keep this on the green. So I'm going to play 2.8 back. $15.2, 13.9. Go on, son, stick. Oh, stick, stick, stick. Oh, too much. Might be okay though. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh. See if he wants another one. No. Okay. I think that's the end of pH. Let's go and have a look and see what's happened. $1.50 for me, and I came into it about 15 minutes in. Wasn't a great shot, was it? I think I'm going to end that stream there. But it's been good. Cheers for joining me, Clint. I shall be back at another time, streaming more till 12. Till then,